Don't do these things when you lose a fight, Mike, okay? Don't do these things. You lose a fight, you shake the guy's hand, you go to the gym, you work harder, prepare for the fight, you win the fight, you don't win the fight, you prepare harder, wait for the next fight, you win the fight, you don't get the fight some other guys, you win the fight, then fight them again. The name of the game is that you stay busy, you keep working.
How much different would things would have been if Cuss stayed alive?
Yes, really different, but it wasn't meant for that to be.
Yeah.
I had to figure this stuff out. He couldn't protect me my whole life.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I've always wondered what would have been different if he had stayed alive. 'Cause, I mean, he guided you in such an amazing way, you know, and you.
Cuss was just, listen, Cuss was just a hard guy to get along with. Cuss was just enemy prone. If he didn't have an enemy, he would create one.
Really?
One of those guys. He loved fighting. He wants to fight. If he doesn't fight, he doesn't want to live.
Wow.
He wants to fight. He needs to have somebody to fight. If he doesn't have somebody to fight, he'll find somebody to fight.
He must have loved having you as a pupil.
But I listened to everything he said. I listened to him. I was around him. He loved people to listen to him. And I took him to everything he said I would do. If he told me to kill somebody, I would kill somebody. You know? Anything he said, I did it.
Do you think about him even today while you're training?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think about him all the time. You know what I mean? I think about him all the time. I wish he could have saw my kids. I wish he could have probably seen, you know, what I did, how I did, and how my kids turned out, and how they all went to great schools, and they did cool things, and they're just kids, and they're just really sweet kids that really don't understand life yet, and maybe because they didn't have a father like I had, so things are different than it was for me.
Yeah, you don't want your kids fighting.
No. I did that. That's why I did it, for they didn't have to.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about your son hitting pads and, like, him possibly fighting. Like, man, you don't want to fight an animal like me.